We are here with tonight's podium from tonight's Hasty Bay qualifying night here at the Chili Bowl Nationals presented by NOS Energy with our winner Tanner Thorson, our second place finisher Ryan Bernal, and our third place finisher Christopher Bell. Tanner, just take us through those that final restart and just talk about what it was like from your perspective.
Yeah, I felt good there that last bit, kind of tracking down Bell, and then the yellow come out, and I'm like, Bell's the last person I want behind me on a restart, and I'm looking for my guys to tell me kind of where to go. And
all they told you is be smart, right?
Yeah, and throttle it. I'm like, well, no shit, we're going to throttle it, but I didn't.
Your guys' best interview yet?
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I'm only I'm half a beer deep, so no, I didn't know where to go. I about gave it away. I thought it was gonna be Bell on my inside, and then it's Bernal, and I'm like, holy crap! Like we're about to get our doors blown off. So, yeah, it was tricky. I struggled there about midway through the race because I couldn't get to my shock adjusters. I was so like in the curb and everything, and then once I got to that yellow, I was able to kind of adjust some stuff and go from there. So, I thought I let it slip away there coming to the line, but I was able to.
You should watch the replay. I missed the bottom.
He ran in the middle, like
wide open, wide open. But yeah, other than that, I felt great. The main event was the first time I really got my balance back on my car. I felt good, obviously, in the heat race and the qualifier, but there was a lot of grip in the track. So, yeah, I'm happy with that and got something we can build on for Saturday.
You had a solid night through your heat qualifier. How confident were you in the car when you fell behind about midway through the race that you could get back up there?
I mean, I was confident, obviously, but I didn't know what the stint of the race was going to be. Like you saw it last night with Emerson and with Pursley. The track was so like just wide open, and I didn't know if that's what we were going to get again. And, Dayson might have had the better car than Emerson, but he just couldn't have done anything or couldn't have did anything. So I didn't know if that's what I was going to get. I didn't know. And then, this guy goes by and I'm like, okay, the track's kind of coming around a little bit. So I felt comfortable. I still, like before we rolled out, I didn't really know what I was going to have. I changed a bunch of stuff. I changed front springs, bars, ladder, like a little bit of everything from each corner, and I didn't know what I was going to have. So, yeah.
Ryan, where did you come from?
Yeah,
you were running, I think you were running like fifth.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, California.
Yeah, you were running like fifth or sixth most of the night, and then caught a break there with that last caution. Just did you feel?
I didn't catch a break. I earned that one. I monster trucked both those cars, and nothing broke. So I guess Lady Luck was on my side. But yeah, no, I got to fourth, and then I balled up on the curb and let a couple guys go and. Tried to get my momentum going again. And then, white flag came up and those two kind of got together and I literally did jump monster trucked over both of them. And then I was like, well, we're in third now, green, white checkered. I'm looking up at Shane and he's telling me to be smart and then come around again. He says, be smart again. And he says, maybe just go to the bottom, because I didn't run a consistent lap all night tonight in the top. So, no, it worked out. It was great. I missed the bottom miserably coming to the checkered, but, we're locked in. So,
I feel like you missed the bottom last time.
Yeah, I did.
Second.
Yeah, no, I hit it. I just didn't get close enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a week for Matt Wood Racing for you guys to have a win and 2 second places. What's the confidence of that team right now?
Oh, it's great. I mean, we dust the cars off 2 weeks before we come here, so it says a lot about Shane and Dustin and Matt and everybody with that team. They have a very short time after the race season's over, and they get these things dusted off and put in the trailer, and they've been extremely good this week. Extremely good.
Christopher took the lead there about halfway through, and then the restart caught up with you. Just talk about those last few laps from your perspective.
Just the last few, huh? Just the last few. Well, all right. Well, I'll start like midway through the race. Whenever I got the lead, I was thankful that they all gave me the bottom because we went like 3 or 4 laps. There's a yellow, and I knew that I knew Sarf was going to be up, and I didn't know where the other guys were going to go. But the bottom was wet early on, and I'm like, man, if they go up, I'm going to be able to scoot around the bottom. And that is as normal as it gets for the expo. Like you run the bottom through the early part of the race, and then the bottom's going to burn off. You move up. So I did that. Once I felt my pace slow down, I moved up, And then I started struggling with lap cars, and Tanner got to my inside. I'm like, oh, I need to get back down. And I went back down, and Tanner blew around me. So yeah, the last green white checkered was just cat and mouse of wherever Tanner went, I was going to go opposite, and I felt like I was in a really good spot coming off of turn 2 here in the bottom. I ran up, I had momentum on him, and what'd you do in 3? I don't even remember. I need to watch it back. But anyway, Bernal plugged the bottom and blocked my line. So once Bernal blocked the bottom, it was pretty.
Like the white flag lap?
Coming to the white.
I think I slid myself and got all balled up tight.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think I was going to be okay, and Bernal snuck by on the bottom and made us 3 wide. And then, it was a great race.
It's been a while since you've been in a B main.
Amen.
But first of all, how does it feel to be back racing here again? And also, just talk a little bit about Saturday now, the strategy being here at the front of the B main.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on Tanner's draw, or is that correct? Is that how it goes?
Yes.
So I'm screaming for Tanner to draw the number 1, so that it helps our lineup out.
I did that tonight. I don't want to do that again. I'd rather be behind.
So I can start first, second, or third, right? Is that
I
correct?
believe so, yes.
In the B?
In the B.
Yes.
Yeah.
know that.
So draw good for me, so that you put me on the front. So I mean, it'll be good for me to get some more laps. Who knows? And the good thing is now, it sucks that I'm in a B feature, but the good thing is we're racing to start 11th or 12th. That whatever 5th or 6th row. It's not a deal killer, but my Saturday certainly got a lot harder.
How's it feel to be back, though?
Amazing. I mean, Expo Magic. I'm glad to be a part of it again.
With that, we'll take some questions. Probably.
Tanner, obviously, you talked before this thing about racing Bell again on a Thursday. You beat him, so I mean that was mission accomplished, right? But now you got to beat the rest of them on Saturday. So are you ready to take them all down?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, that's the plan.
Shut up, right?
That's why I'm here. Yeah. No, I say it.
Last time you won, you lost on Thursday.
Yeah, but last time I won. Last time I won the prelim night.
No,
But the last time I won the prelim night, I lost too.
I know.
In the Maestro's car, yeah, I'm screwed. No, I've said it time and time again. Everybody gave me a bunch of crap for switching to Thursday night originally, and I did it because Casey was running my other car, and I didn't really have a choice, but I didn't really care. I knew like he was one of the best is one of the best in this building, and like it gave me that point of view to kind of see where I stacked up and. And what I needed to work on. And then obviously I was able to kind of adjust on my car for the final night and to get better. So that's been kind of my motto. I do it a lot where like you pill draw and you pick your heat races like at BC 39. And I always seem to go for the hardest heat race because I want to know where I stack up, and I know my car, and I know I can run good enough to be up there, so I like to see where I can stack up with, and honestly, it's better to race good guys sometimes than some of the slower cars and whatnot.
Go ahead, Matt.
Hello?
For Tanner and Ryan. Tanner, I know how you feel about being on the pole front row, but really for both of you guys being in the pole shuffle, with the shorter feature, does it really matter like where you're at in the top 5, top 10?
I mean, I think it does for sure, especially the way the track's been kind of playing out. I feel like it definitely is going to help being up front, obviously, right? I think there's a pros and cons to all of it. I feel like, just like being the lead car and leading, you're a sitting duck at times. I was able to kind of work on my stuff. He didn't know where I was at and stuff like that, so it can hurt you too. So just about Racecraft, watching the board, knowing what you're doing, and hopefully, have a good race car.
This will be good. I haven't been in a pole shuffle so long, I couldn't even tell you how it works. So there's my answer.
It changes every year.
Yeah.
For Christopher, it's harder, obviously, but like, can you still do this from 11th, 12th, 13th?
I mean, it's going to be nice. It's going to be important to try and start in the that 6th row for sure. I don't know what is the deepest anyone's won the Chili Bowl from. It's been a long time since it's been deep. I know that.
It's been a while. I know I'd have to look, but I know that Sammy came from 25th up to 2nd.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yes.
It's been a long time because I've been.
Yeah.
Do what?
24th to 5th.
Who did that?
Best I ever did.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he did. Yeah. So
from the D to 4th too.
I mean,
Coons' car.
there's hope.
Well, D-Max car, so good.
Yeah, there's hope. I hope that the track is not super juice for the start of the race, and I think the 40 lap race really doesn't change much compared to the 55 lap race because there is such a ride around session with the track prep that it takes to get a 55 lap track. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have a choice now. I have to tell you it's possible.
Right there.
Christopher, you've been keeping Joe Gibbs updated on how you've been doing, or has he been watching?
I don't know. He's been he shot me a text message and said have fun dirt racing. So I don't know.
Racing. Go have fun because
being away from this for the last couple of years.
How does it feel?
How difficult was it being away from dirt racing for the last couple of years?
I mean, it was tough. I just
Tough.
I did not. I mean, I was sitting on the couch like crying, like, man, why aren't I there? So, yeah, I was sad.
Val, it looked like neither you nor Tanner wanted to finish second, right? Like Tanner.
What's funny is we agreed. We're like, let's run 1-2, and so yes. But obviously, whenever you're in that position, thanks, Bernal. Oh man, but yeah, whenever you're in that position, you number one, you can't get complacent because that's how you get past, and then number two, you want to win. So yeah, I don't know. Looking back at it, I was happy that the yellow flag came out because it gave me another shot, and then now I'm bummed because I lost the lock-in.
Or do you feel the same way, Tanner? Like you weren't going to run second. That's why because you told me before the race started you weren't going to rip the lip, and you did run around it. So.
I mean, we always say that. I mean,
strategy.
yeah. I mean, we always say that, right? I mean, but when it comes down to when you put the helmet on and you buckle them seatbelts, you do a lot of shit you probably shouldn't sometimes. So, I mean, I would run second if that's what I got, and that's where I'm at. But I mean, especially to lock in, I think this is which he would still be going if Mr. Coach Gibbs would allow him to race. But I think this is my 11th lock-in straight. So,
11 straight.
well, not straight, like locking in 11 times straight, right? I think that's what it is.
Oh,
yeah.
11 straight.
From 2000, yeah, making the AMA in 2014 to now. So, I'm gonna take what I can. I mean, it's what it is, So, if I was running second, and that's what I would have done.
For Christopher.
A lot of people in your position, after just missing out by literally that much on locking in, would be probably frustrated, maybe a little upset. You're in here smiling, you're laughing, you're having a good time. Is that just another example of how happy you are to be back in this building?
I mean, it's just how can you be mad whenever it's a race like that? And at this point in my career, if I win the Chili Bowl, if I don't win the Chili Bowl, my life's the same, right? So I'm here to have fun. This is not my job. I'm here to have fun, and that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, I've been on the winning side of a lot of stuff here in this building. Tonight, I was on the losing side of it, but it was a hell of a race, and I'm stoked. I'm super happy.
That was politically correct, Christopher Bell. That was NASCAR Christopher Bell.